What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the red color, playing as Set. His name is GrassTheKid. On the other side of the map, in the blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is Kiluminati. The map is yet again competitive mega random. We are witnessing the first series of the Divine Intervention tournament. Very excited to see how this is all going to shape up. But so far, some incredibly high-level games already being played in this tournament, as Grass has taken one win, Kiluminati's taken one win, and we're seeing a pretty unique map here. I don't actually know if I've seen... Oh, I have seen this one. This is kind of a similar map to... what's it called? A similar map to Frozen Wastes, except that the outskirts of the map are buildable. I believe it's buildable on the outskirts of this map, though it might not be. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to wait and see if anyone does decide to do so. But nonetheless, gold mine spawns. They're going to be positioning. This is a very, very similar map to Frozen Waste. Actually, there's a chance for the gold mines to spawn like this, where they're mostly on the outsides of the map. So this is a very, very raidable map. It's a very, very exciting map to play on, and we'll see how things are going to go here. Is Grass has got to, both players actually here have got to do a little bit of adaptation in the early stages of this one, as we do see the priest converting over here. The citizen can simply just walk over and kill these giraffe here. Hang on, let me see what this pause is about. I'm not 100% sure. I can't communicate unless they open up the save thing. It's not buildable. Okay, so the outside of the map is not buildable. I believe this is just a pause here at the moment. Not sure exactly what's going on. Okay, there we go. All good. All right, onwards and upwards, as we do see one giraffe has been stolen. Now, had Kiluminati scouted this, he has actually scouted the giraffe there with that oracle. He was probably a little bit distracted from whatever was going on, but you can easily play around this without even needing to create an oracle hero in these situations. You can just move forward and you can just kill the giraffe. And we are actually going to see this potentially happening here as Kiluminati walks forward. He sees the priest here and he shoots the giraffe, and he misses the giraffe a million times, and then the giraffe falls. He might have to kill the other one as well. But no problems where that's concerned. The priest's going to get a little bit of harassment here, as Kiluminati not paying attention here at all. What is happening as his citizens are moving back to their prospective situation here? Grass very mad that he didn't get his own conversions in onto this position, but he will be moving over onto a potential different location here, as the zebra getting grabbed over there as well. But having converted that giraffe is absolutely huge here for Grass and Groom. He might actually, well, there's a couple of different options here for Grass. You have a 2-town center fast heroic strategy that's really, really good for Set against Gaia. You've got an Anubis classical age fight that is pretty good against Gaia, especially in certain situations. And I guess you've got any sort of attempt to rush the Mythic Age is probably pretty good against Gaia as well, making those rhinos a Set. Gaia, on the other hand, she just kind of needs to survive in this matchup. The late game might sound funny to say this, but the late game does favor the Gaia player, the Atlantean player for once here. And part of what makes it favorable for the Gaia player is that the channels speeds up the llama caravans, gets you an extra 20% gold income, and also the Gaia Lush makes it really, really tough to actually find a win. So the Set player is on sort of a timer here, in my opinion. Though you can win with the late game with Set. Maybe if he goes through Thoth, he can find a win against Gaia in the late game, but Horus, on the other hand, maybe a little bit more of the, maybe less chance to make that happen, though. Not 100% sure about anything I'm saying right now, so take it with a grain of salt. As the villagers of Grass and Groom are going to be retreating back onto this granary, we do see, I'm not sure what that was, if that was a monument to the villagers, soldiers. Yes, it was, monument to the soldiers coming up. Anubis is the god of choice. Lido is coming through here for Grass a little bit late, as the villagers moving forward. They want to be dropping themselves a forward barracks here, it seems, as the citizen have finished up on the hunt. So no real problems here as Grass is going to attempt to get to the front here. What you can do is you can bring an Oracle over here to speed walk this Citizen back, and you can keep that one alive as Grass is trying to get those granaries up, and he does do it. There's the Oracle speed walk. It was a little bit late, but he did manage to make that work. As we see over here on this position, the Zebra is getting hunted, but Kiluminati is in a very, very difficult position, leaving the Citizen over here as we do see a cheeky little Serpents getting dropped down, but the hero Oracle is here. I don't particularly like that Serpents placement. There's cows in the main base. We do see that the Pharaoh was able to get some good damage done as the Automaton coming through, but the Pharaoh going to be able to snipe that one down really, really fast. If Kiluminati's not paying attention, he does pull back. He can target that Pharaoh. Meanwhile, on this position, we do see a Citizen over here as well as the army coming through trying to push these Citizen back. That Citizen of Kiluminati, both of these ones are going to be falling here, but the Pharaoh looks like it might fall as well as that hero Oracle and the hero, the Pharaoh here, both move at the same speed, so he will be able to get away if he just pulls all the way back home. But one Citizen down over here and two Citizen down over here. The early game cheese from from Grass here is coming in incredibly clutch. As for some reason, Kiluminati's actually building himself an Oracle here. It must be a mistake where that's concerned, as the Automaton gets repaired back up. And Kiluminati is sending his units out on the map. He could find these villages over here. What's happening in the main base is we see a barracks, we see an armory. So Grass might be looking to go for a fast heroic here. He does have the resources to get himself husbandry. Doesn't he have himself pickaxe here? No pickaxe just yet, eating up those berry bushes. He's got Giraffe on this corner as well. So plenty of hunt on the map, but opting to not go onto it. He does have two monuments, and he can get himself, if he hasn't got it already, Necropolis here, which will speed up his favor gather rate, which would allow him to get himself a ton of huntable units for his main base. But Feed of the Jackal coming through for Grass as he's opting in for the strategy of mass Anubites, which is very, very scary. As the Oracle heroes coming through, going to get a little bit of damage done. Grass paying attention ever so slightly, does manage to get away there with that HP on that Anubite, as he's going to be able to pull back into his main base and be completely fine where that's concerned. One villager going down here. Potentially a second one going to come down as well, as the Mamillo is going to be able to continually chase this one. The Terma, unfortunately, you have to micro it a little bit, get nice and close to guarantee the damage is coming in, so it's kind of not doing all too much. So one more villager will fall here. Grass going to get that final one back into his main base. So in the end of the early game, it's two villagers down to two Citizen down. Huge advantage for Grass and Groom to start this game off, as the Anubites pulling back home, and Grass can start empowering this one up here as Kiluminati ready to start finding some stuff. He does get himself channels. He is subject to his base here, but it looks to me like he's been producing Citizen fairly nicely. Economic upgrade wise, he's got himself hand axe, he's got himself pickaxe, he will have plow. He's going to continue getting those upgrades, and excuse me. And for me, generally speaking, the best way to play Gaia is just get your upgrades. Get those economic upgrades coming in, and you're going to find them paying themselves off really, really quickly. But we'll see how things are going to go, as Grass has already managed to click up to the heroic age. His forward gold mine is going to be in for a little bit of pain here, as the house getting broken down. Kiluminati can start fighting his way through here as well, as we do see. I like the spider egg here as a bit of a retreat path. But what can... Grass is going to be a little bit concerned here. This tower is not that useful at defending this position, and he doesn't have any gold in the bank. Does he even have pickaxe? He doesn't even have pickaxe in either. He definitely needs that one, so missing out on that as... Well, he's got a gold mine at the back of his base, so he's actually fine. I tell a lie, there's two gold mines in his main base, so all good. But he will start losing some villagers here if he's not too careful, pulling back off of this position. One villager going down, two villagers going down. No, he does manage to get that one back to safety, as Grass hits the heroic age, gets his Scorpion men out. That's going to be immediately targeted down, as we do see some hero units getting converted here, but Kiluminati will be pulling away here. The Giraffe can get eaten. The villagers can jump onto this gold mine over here, or Grass can just return back onto this gold mine at the front. We do see a marker coming up on this position for Grass, as well, as he might be considering just going straight to the Mythic Age here, which I don't think is a crazy bad idea here, As Kiluminati now getting himself, he's got himself irrigation, he's getting himself shaft mine. This is exactly what he needs to do, but maybe a second town center wouldn't go astray. The other problem is if Grass is considering just one town center kind of semi-fast mythic age here, how does Kiluminati then deal with the impending threat of a set player who's got access to Necropolis? Does he have it? No, I don't think he's upgraded it. But a set player who's got access to Necropolis, massing rhinos, it's going to be a tough one to defend against. We do see the town center is coming up for Kiluminati, so that's going to be huge. And after that, the other thing that Kiluminati's got, which I didn't notice, is he has found the Eye of Horus. A really, really good relic there. The other relic is the monkey head, which is less useful as the siege works is coming down. And what is Grass going to be building here? He is making Chariot Archers. Chariot Archer Slingers has been a composition that I've been toying with as a very, very viable composition for set versus Atlantean, especially the Atlantean classical age for quite some time. Once the destroyers come in, then you start questioning whether or not why you built this army. But this is definitely a good option here for Grass, but he's moving forward here and he's probably a little bit too early to make this actually work all too well, as Grass will be pulling back here as those Terma, there's just too many of them. We do see a cheeky cavalry coming through. Unfortunately, that cavalry is kind of useless with only one of them being there, as the cavalry gets eaten by the spider there as well. What else is happening on this map? And we do see Kiluminati is going for a third town center to boot, as Grass has managed to sneak some giraffe around the corner of the map there with his priest. I like that play. He has to send them around the corner and come back home here to eat those up, but I like the idea. As some priests are starting to come through. Are these cheap priests? They are not cheap priests here. Another option for set, as always in this matchup, just like it for Isis, is if your opponent is kind of stuck in the classical age, you can just mass priest. You can get Spirit of Mart, costs 70 resources, as we do see the ancestors coming in, going to be putting a stop to this town center from going up. But Spirit of Mart, Siege Tower, Priest Siege, very, very, very strong against the classical age. Gaia, Kronos, and Uranus, though obviously there's a point in which you have to stop doing it once those Gontarius or Arcus start coming in to red hot. As the raid's coming through here, as Kiluminati's town center is going to be getting put a stop to. The citizen over here looks like it might get taken out as well, as it's getting pulled back. 3.9 speed with channels is very, very quick. As the army going to be fighting this one, Kiluminati trying to keep this alive, but the settlement has been delayed considerably on both positions here, as Kiluminati here, 85 population, Grass at 105. The ball is firmly in the court of Grass here at this moment, and how does he deal with this Egyptian army that's coming through? I love these Terma coming in, sniping down a Chariot Archer. He's got to put some effort into sniping down the Slingers actually as well, otherwise they do a really solid amount of damage, as, I mean, they do 3 times, what is it, 300? Yeah, 300%, so they're doing like 12 damage a second against those enemy Terma there, which is a big, big amount of damage. As the villagers moving forward, we see some crocodile set coming through here for Grass. It's kind of funny. I love the crocodiles set, but in all honesty, they're only really good when you're hitting a timing attack. When you're attacking your opponent, you don't use them as a defensive tool. They can get kited really, really easily. It's kind of better to just save the favor for hippos of set or rhinos of set in the mythic age. Or potentially even making some scorpion men. As the priest still pushing forward, going to be able to take out those automatons nice and quickly here. As Kiluminati has got up his town center over here, so he's on 2 town centers. He's still getting raided on left, right, and center here, as this citizen on passive stance will end up going down, as Kiluminati not paying attention there. And Kiluminati yet again has to tap out here. As he feels like he's too far behind in this matchup. I mean, I think if he got the town center up, or he sneaked that one up, maybe 2 citizens on this one, he would have been in a completely fine position. But without that, slowing that down, grabbing this town center as well is maybe a little bit greedy. Just get more economic upgrades, get up to full upgrades on the bow saw and the sharp one, then go heroic age would have been another option here. But well played by Grass, taking this game up to 2-1. It is best of 5, so we do have a potential, well, we have a game number 4 and a potential game number 5 to come if Kiluminati can turn it around. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider the follow on the Twitch from the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.